All eyes on me. 1, 2, 3. Blend with history. Good afternoon, MNHS-Main.
Buenos tardes, señora. Bienvenidos a MNHS-Main.
So before we begin our lesson, let us have a short prayer. Now, please say the prayer.
Tayo po lahat ay sumama na natin. Ama namin Diyos na
Amen. Thank you this time. So before you take your seat, kindly pick up the pieces of paper and that you see around you, and please arrange your chairs properly. So may I call on the class secretary to report on his absence for today? Very good. Give yourself a big round of applause. How are you doing today, class? If you are well, can you clap 3 times? Very well. It's nice to know that you're doing good. Are you ready to start something new today? If you are, can you shake your hands in the air? Excellent. So, I would like to remind everyone to minimize the noise throughout our discussion and to please raise your right hand whenever you want to speak or to answer. I am also encouraging everyone to please participate in our discussion for today. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, so before we begin our lesson, let's first have a review of what we have learned last week. So can you tell me the reason why we can see different colors instead of just white when there is light? Yes, Kaya? Very good. So, Kaya said that we can see different colors because of the components of the visible light. How about you, Reeds? Can you tell me what have you learned last meeting? Excellent. So, it's nice to know that you have understood and listened carefully to our lesson last meeting. So, it's time to start it. So, when you look in the mirror, do you see, what do you notice about your appearance? Do you see yourself exactly the way others see you? Can you share your insight? Voila. Well said. She does not. What about you, Marigo? Yes. Yes. So the two of you have different answers. So to see if who among you are correct, let's test it. So I have here a plain mirror. I need a model in order for us to test who among these two ladies have the correct answer. So Pink, can you please stand and raise your left hand? Pink, what do you see? Your hands, and what do you notice about your hands? Yes, thank you. How about you, Danica? Can you please stand and raise your left hand? What do you notice about your right hand? Yes, you can see it. Thank you, Danica. What about you, Lyra? Can you stand and raise your left hand? Alright, so all of your observations are correct. And it's because of the lateral inversion. It is a phenomenon in which your left hand appears to be your right hand when you're looking in the mirror and vice versa. It is one of the interesting characteristics of plain mirrors, and today we will explore more. Now, let's think about this. If mirrors do not exist, how different do you think would our lives be? Do you think there will be a significant effect when there is no mirror? Yes, can you share your insight, Alina? eyesight. In a year, another one. What about if you consider the use of mirrors in other fields? Yes, Nicolo?
We use mirrors as a solar panels to analyze our phones.
Thank you, Nicolo. Very good. So these insights show us that the simple applications of mirror, it shows us that they are not just mere tools for grooming. They are also important in hospitals, in vehicles, in many other technology fields. So for today, we're going to talk about and focus on the simplest type of mirror, which is the plane mirror. First, we're going to talk about the reflection of light in plane mirrors, and then we will go into jump right through the characteristics of images formed by plane mirrors. So for our lesson objectives, at the end of the lesson, we will be able to first distinguish the images formed by plane mirrors through its characteristics. Next is to illustrate the orientation, height, and magnification of images formed by plane mirrors and lenses. Next is to reflect on the importance of understanding image characteristics in the safe and effective use of optical devices. So to start our lesson, let's first unlock the content vocabulary. So for this activity, I will be grouping you in 5. So from Marigold to Alexa, that will be group 1. From Desire to Rich will be group 2. And from Gianna to Althea will be group 3. From Tristan to Cheska will be group 4. And from Zildjian to Hesha will be group 5. So if you are familiar with the game Pass the Message, this activity will be easy to you. I will be giving you a piece of paper along with some jumbled letters of the answers. So the first person will read the question, and he or she can already try to arrange the jumbled letters. But if it's alright, it's okay if he or she can. So after that, he or she will going to pass either the question with the jumbled letters or the answer with the arranged letters to the next person. So the same procedure will continue until the message reaches the last person. The last person will be the one to paste their answer on the board. So you only have 30 seconds for you to pass all the message to all the members. Once the last person receives the message, you have to immediately paste it on the board. Is that clear?
Yes.
Right. Your 30 seconds starts now. Alright, there's no need for you to stand up. Time's up. Last members, please paste your answers on the board. So for the first word, can you please read all together?
Polished or smooth surface that forms imageless by reflection.
So group 5 answered plain mirror. Let's see if they got it right. They got it right. For the next word, please read all together.
The ratio of the image height with respect to the object height.
So the group assigned here answered multiplication. C. Alright, very good. So for the next word, the ray of light approaching the mirror. So this group answered reflected ray. See? Right. Incident ray, rather. Let's see if they got it right. Then the next word determines how the image is reflected. So the group assigned here answered orientation. Let's see if they got it right. For the last word, we have the ray of light which leaves the mirror. The answer is the ray. Let's see. Alright, so the ray of light is the reflected ray. Good job, everyone. You were able to adopt these terms. So remember not to forget them because we're going to use it as we go for further the lesson. So you already know that reflection is the bouncing off of light rays when it hits a surface. And reflection follows certain laws when it comes to its reflective properties. So for you to be able to unlock these laws and to understand the lesson paper, it's time for an activity entitled Mirror, Mirror on the Wall. So for this activity, I will be dividing the class into 3. Please count on me. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So those who got number 1 will work here. Those who got number 2 will work here. And those who got number 3 will work here. So please go to your respective groups and learn what they got. So in this activity, please form sports field. So in this activity, you will be using the following materials. Desaya, can you read the following materials? 3 mirrors, traffic paper, 1 aerosol, modeling pen. So for this activity, there will be 2 setups. So for setup number 1, all you have to do is of course let the mirror stand in a line on a graphic paper. And then, I've already put some marks on the graphic paper. So all you have to do is to count the number of parallel lines between the mirror and the marks on the graphic paper. Also, you have to count the number of parallel lines between the mirror and the reflected image part. So for setup number 2, all you have to do is to put a stack of 10 pieces of 1 peso coin in front of the mirror, measure its height and width, and record the data. You also have to do the same thing for the image reflected on the mirror. So here are your have 5 minutes to finish this activity. Please look down. So class, please choose one representative for group. Please choose one representative for the second step, please finalize your answers. Time's up, everyone. Please arrange your chairs properly. And let's analyze your work. Please settle down now. Sit properly. Alright, so group 1. Where's the representative of group 1? Please, how does the distance from the mirror of the object compare with that of the image?
Hi everyone, so I am the representative of the first interview present. So as Maybelle stated, our answer is that the distance of the number of parallel lines both from the mirror to the actual object is just the same. There are no differences between them.
How about can you compare the height and weight of the actual object to the height and weight of the image? What have you observed? Group 2?
Hi guys, ito po yung sagot namin. The height and the weight of the object and the height and the weight of the image are the same. The height and the
Thank you, sis. Right? So now, for group number 3, what then can you say or conclude about your activity?
I am Nicolas and Nicolas is Ginagamit. We concluded in our activity that what we see in the mirror is the same as what we see in real life. The mirror shows the split or inverted image of the object being reflected. We learned that the width and the height is the same, nothing changed.
Everyone. So it's nice to know that you were able to uncover these concepts through your observations during your activity. You learned that clear mirror shows image of objects and images that have the same distance and the same size. Why so? This is because of the two laws of reflection. So the first law states that, okay, can you read the first law?
The incident ray, the normal time, and the reflected ray all have
what we have covered earlier, the incident ray is the one approaching the mirror, and the one leaving the mirror is the reflected ray. And this broken line is the invisible line between the plane, which we call as the normal line. So law number 1 states that all of these lie on the same plane, meaning to say that if this is the incident ray, the reflected ray should be here. It is not possible. It should always be here. It's in the same plane as the incident ray and the normal line. This is why in your activity earlier, you noticed that the object and image have the same size, right? Okay. So the second law states that, can you read Joyce? The second law states that the angle of reflection or the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. So the angle of incidence is the angle between the incident ray and the normal line, while the angle of reflection is the angle between the reflected ray and the normal line. So let's check your understanding. Now, if the incident ray measures 45 degrees, what should be the measurement of the angle of reflection? Anyone? Yes, Dilson. Basing on the second law. Thank you, very good. So it should be 45 degrees also. Because again, these two should always be equal, ensuring that the object appears directly opposite the mirror with the same size and distance. This is why in your activity you notice that the marks, the actual marks and the reflected marks have the same distance from the mirror, right? Get it? Right. Now we're going to jump right to the qualitative characteristic of images formed by plane mirrors. So an image formed by plane mirror is virtual, meaning it cannot be projected on screen and it's not real. For example, if I put a scissor in front of a mirror, you can only see it there. You can see, it seems like it's beyond the mirror, but it's actually not. You cannot get it from there, or you cannot put it in front of the mirror and then you will see it on the wall. It's not possible. That is why it is called virtual. So the next characteristic is that it has the same size as the object, meaning there is no magnification or reduction of size. That's why in your activity earlier, you observed that the stack of coins has the same distance, right? The actual object and the image reflected. Right. The next characteristic is an image formed by plane mirror is upright, meaning the orientation is the same as the object. Again, if I put this scissor like this in front of the mirror, you can only see it like this in the mirror. It is not possible for you to see it looking like this if you put it like this. Do you get it? Yes. Right. So the next characteristic, and probably the last one, is that the image formed by plane mirrors are equidistant, meaning the distance from the mirror is the same with that of the object, just like what you observed in your activity earlier. Also remember that plane mirrors always produce images in a laterally reversed manner, meaning the left appears to be the right, just like how your left hand appears to be the right hand when you look in the mirror. So do you have any questions?
None.
Okay, so based on the discussion, can you tell me now something about plane mirrors or images formed by plane mirrors? Yes, Laila. What can you say about images formed by plane mirrors now?
Images formed by plane mirrors
thank you, Marico. So it's right. We study these lessons, the characteristics of images formed by green mirrors for us to understand why the mirrors we use or usually see are designed the way they are designed. It helps us understand and know what type of mirror should be used depending on our situation. So, do you have any questions? Are you sure?
Yes!
So, if that's the case, then it's time for me to test your knowledge. So, this quiz is composed of two parts. The first part is composed of 5 items. So, you only have to distinguish whether the image or the picture given here is an example of image formed by plain mirrors. Then the second part, you have to solve the situation given. So you have 5 minutes to answer this. So your 5 minutes starts now. I mean, your 3 minutes starts now. Is there any excess speaker? Or block. With the second part, I already inserted a mirror there. You have to draw. Alright, 45 seconds left.